Alright, there's something very substantial that I found on the internet. And it was when I was looking into a video about Selena Gomez. And I was like, searching through the internet, searching through the list of celebrities that I care about, whatever. Uh, Essentially, YouTube now feeds me these things. So that's great. But I bump into a video of Selena Gomez getting a kidney donor. It was from her friend. I don't know how the story ends. It's not relevant to me. What's relevant to me are personalities, those four major personality types. And then you have monster types that sort of explain everything in the most gruesome manner, but it's there. The explanation is there, and it's wonderful. However, there were missing pieces that I didn't have until now. I'm getting a glimpse of something, and I'm going to attempt and fill in the blanks in this video. Now, I'm not supposed to upload to YouTube. YouTube is a horrible place, but it's gonna happen, right? I'm still not accommodated anywhere where I planned in DTube right now, but I just don't care enough to do anything, to move a finger and do anything or even make videos, so that's not happening at the moment, right? And let's be clear, I will need good production videos when I'm starting off, because anything can happen. I can get any kind of attention that I'm not expecting to get, right? So I have to be prepared. But anyways, prepared to work something else. The way my schedule works is I have 3 days of work and 3 days off to do whatever I want. So I could focus on making videos. It's probably something that's gonna happen. I'm not sure. Sometimes I take these breaks. I'm not sure how they're gonna last. But I tell to myself that once all the passion runs out and I cannot run away from myself, meaning that I'm constantly running away from work and hobbies, those kind of things. But when something snatches me, at least I have passion for it, and I can do it properly. Otherwise, I just want to relax and do whatever the fuck I want and explore things that I want. That sort of thing. I want to be completely free. It actually feels more productive than trying to, create something, regardless of what that's supposed to be. Now, anyways, so I got this clue right about the kidney thing, and I know that Selena Gomez is a creeper. And I kind of starting to see how creepers would take these donorships of organs. Now, you must understand, you can't donate a leg, an arm, an eye. Why should it be a kidney? Why should it be such a specific thing that you don't even see? Right? You don't even see. I don't think donorship exists. I think it's bullshit. Right? You cannot donate anything from your body. It's gonna ruin everything. Especially thinking that if you just find that perfect donor, you can actually do it anyways. Or you can take a dead body's eye or anything from a dead body. That would work. What the fuck is that shit? I will never understand accept it and see that it's the correct thing to do, when I know monsters do that all the time. That's what monsters do. Not only they see everything physically, but see that things can be taken away from other people. That's what monsters are, right? Then they're greedy for something they can't possibly even get. Zombies can't possibly get brain, but I tell you what, they attack werewolves to get their brain. And how does that work? Well, let's spin the entire circle. Let's start with vampires first, because they're very well known for needing for blood, and they get it from zombies because it's just super easy. Zombies are an easy target. Right? They're slow. They're actually immobile, so you can restrain them as well. And vampires are like smart enough to avoid bites because they themselves know how to bite. It's just they fully counter the zombie. They're cool enough to not care about the zombie as well, because zombie doesn't just use one tactic. Zombies are full of shit, right? They use the tactic of like, I'm your relative or something, or use the tactic of surprise even, where you don't expect someone to knock at your door and just to jump at you, or some crazy shit, but they are random, right? And the cool vampires are capable of like negating randomness as well, because they double check on everything. So it's all good. Not only do they double check, they just have a very clean system where they must know what's going on. Otherwise they're not in control. They do that, right? They double check everything. That everything is under control. They're not gonna let anyone close to them if they don't actually control them, which is, it gets kind of weird, but that's what you get. They directly counter that monster type. But how would zombies directly counter werewolves? That makes no sense, right? So, but let's take a step back. Vampires need blood. Do zombies actually provide blood? I think so. See, zombies are restless. They generate blood pressure all the time. And they get more restless and more pressured for blood. And they get hungry for, being savage. I don't know. It's just, that's what they are. It's literally their entire identity is being made out of blood and nothing else. So literally vampires just feast on that shit. But why would zombies be just as big of a counter to werewolves? And think about this. This system works for some reason. Unless I'm not able to go full circle and link all of the monsters up properly. But look at this one. Werewolves actually have small brain. Yeah, they're capable of transformation or whatever, but in real life, it's a narcissist personality. It's a person who wants attention, attraction, all those basic things, all those basic needs, but they want it so badly that their entire brain like focuses so hard on perfecting, right? And perfection means like simplicity and quick thinking. I mean, you need a small brain for that shit. And zombies need brain, but how do they get brain? They actually don't. The bite is enough. They just want to bite the person into like a submission state or whatever. I don't know. But that's what zombies are doing. They're not actually aiming for the brain because skull is actually hard to penetrate anyways. They just want to know what the person would do in certain situations, right? Werewolves happen to be friendly. And I'm just realizing right now this is the best time to talk about monsters ever. And I'm like a specialist in that thing. So if this thing go viral, man, I'm gonna punch someone in the face. It's probably gonna be me, but like, damn. I need a stranger, I'll punch him in the face out of happiness. Let's take the consequences, who cares? Anyways, so I'm a creeper. Oh man. Oh man, we didn't figure those out yet. Okay, so yeah. Werewolves have small brain and zombies just want to bite the person, just want to figure out how they behave. And werewolves have a trait of being friendly. Funny enough, right? A person, especially for new people, they're very friendly with new people. It's actually quite hard to understand for me. Why would a narcissist be so intimidated by a new person? And they would be like very nice to them at first, until they're not, until they just don't care about it. It's almost like their small brain cannot actually comprehend a new person. And zombies happen to not only be capable of like becoming new every single time. It's hard to comprehend. They just love not exactly swapping their faces, but they are faceless monsters in a way. They're just super ugly and random. So it does happen that they have this ability to be new more often than anyone else, right? What else is there? Zombies are very slow, and they're not threatening. Anything that threatens a werewolf, they will attack. But zombies are slow. Werewolves don't give a fuck, and they're friendly enough to allow the zombie to just come up to them. And they're narcissistic enough as well to let the zombie come close and be like, oh, you're not a threat. But the moment you do something, I'm gonna fight your ass. And it's like they're slowly... A werewolf wouldn't even like notice if they got bitten or not. But they get bitten twice and they look at it and it's like, oh, weird, what the hell is that? And then the zombie can also... It just gets out of control, right? The zombie can just be like, oh, I need this. They can... they can influence a werewolf to think that, oh, it's normal, right? That's you have to look at the monster's style of, conflict or dominance as like this a long-lasting relationship, because you can't just like jump on someone, drink their blood, and be like done with it. You kind of want a relation. It's more OP, but yes, you can just jump on a werewolf and just bite them. But at some point, water just splashes and it turns into nothing. It has to be slow, because water is zombie, is the same element, okay? If you're talking about monster types, I guess the most pure types on the other side aren't actually monsters. It's literally water, fire. It's the elements, right? So it's more like it's more like flexible in that sense. So if you're looking for something holy and good looking, it's just the elements. A fire girl, water girl, like you just need imagination for that, and you got this. You don't need to call them monsters. You can give them full flexibility. That's amazing. So if you wanted to go to look at the other side of this coin, that's that. So yeah, now let's be done with this and jump to a much nastier thing. Backwards, creepers versus vampires, because I want to keep the scariest for the last, which is the worst thing to do, okay? That is the worst thing to do. But for Halloween, I'm taking that sacrifice, and I'm taking dessert before I'm taking a bullet to my head. That's kind of how it works, guys. If I die, I may never get to eat dessert. Motherfuckers. It's almost like dessert now is gonna be bloody mess, because it won't taste good. What's gonna happen next? I'm doing it wrong. It's wrong pattern to take dessert just because you fear death. It's almost like if you have a successful life, you have a successful life. But if you die, why would you try and grab for dessert when you're gonna get another life? And that dessert isn't gonna taste well before death. And you're gonna try and do it. And you will have a harder time to die. Everything is wrong about this. Don't take dessert before death. Okay? Because death is almost like a roll of dice. And it's always there. But you know when it happens. Or you know when it's happening. So let's do werewolves against creepers. I just tempted you guys with the wrongest idea ever. Okay? And just to be clear, I was about to do creepers against werewolves. I mean, against vampires. I always mix them up. Creepers against vampires, it's a dessert for me because that's who I am, right? Okay, so werewolves versus creepers. The scariest part. Am I gonna die doing this video? I don't know. But I hear voices. And they might be coming for me. My door might be unlocked for some reason. I don't know. I just have to shut the door. And hope... hope the darkness will consume me. No, it's not exactly that dark. I think you can see a light here. It's my computer. It's just, that's how phone records. Anyways. So why would werewolves counter creepers? Which is actually very interesting, is if you look at a Minecraft creeper, they're slow. They just explode immediately, right? Wait. Really? Does it make sense that creepers just die when exploding? It could make sense, right? What if creepers hate attention that much? And werewolves just love giving attention to everything, especially new things. So imagine this scenario. A creeper peeks his head out. Werewolf sniffs him out. There's a new person. And they meet. And the creeper wants to back off. And the werewolf is like, oh, where you going? What you doing? Come here. Come here. All these things just accumulate so quickly. And the creeper doesn't want all this attention. And doesn't want it. And the werewolf wants it so much to understand why. And what's up. And he's going to drill into your head. Get all the fears. Everything. Out of you. It's almost like what werewolf wants is the most pure form of fear. Smell. Werewolves love smelling. And it's the weirdest thing ever. But tell you something. I was in the monster world. I was not only smelling myself, but other people. It happened. I could smell fear for that moment of being. Smell fear. That threw me away into oblivion. Those were the worst days, but that's the UK experience. Sometimes magic just happens. Just, whoops. Welcome to England, magic happens. Oops. Don't spill the tea. Whoops. Okay, anyways. So yeah. Or at least that's how I imagine that it happened. But I smelled something very strong, and it came out of me. But it also, as I passed through certain people, I was able to smell the same thing. The same smell. Kind of weird. Very, very weirdly attractive smell. Just such a weird thing. Ugh. And I just interpret it as smell of fear because I smell it from myself as well. And it stopped at some point. It was just a period of time when this smell was apparent. It's so crazy to me. Right? And it was that magical period as well. Because other things have been happening as well. So, anyways. Yeah. As you can see, that interaction just went off the rails real quickly. And I don't want to go deeper into this because, whoo, it's fucking scary. Alright, werewolves. Ooh. You gotta be friendly with that. And the moment you start running, something crazy happened as well. Vector, the person that I actually talked about 1 year ago, did that special move where I was sort of trying to run away from him, and he would actually hunt me down. No joke. That's what was happening. It's like, why would you block me or whatever? But it was the scariest shit ever. It was. It's like I was saying, oh, don't steal my sleep. And he's like, he seemed very hostile, let's put it that way. But it's just so fucking weird. But I knew he was a narcissist, I knew he was a werewolf. And he just did exactly that, where I'm trying to back off too quickly, and he notices fear or some kind of stuff like that, and it's like, it happened. It happened. It's almost like that fear pushed me to another world entirely. It was the scariest time of my life. Oh well. Let's take dessert. I think I deserve it. So vampires. And whoops. I do feel a bit different immediately. So vampires, right? Am I right? No, I don't want to do this, but holy shit. The dessert feels so good. It's so annoying, but it's so good. So vampire. The worst part about life, by the way, is that the more you talk, the more things become real. Right? The more you generate a perspective about reality, the more things become real. That is even scarier, monster, than any of these combined. Because it is a combination of everything. It's like reality itself is the biggest monster ever. And don't break into Matrix, because if you drop down into that Matrix thing and you get too much dessert, ugh. You're not only gonna suffer death, let's put it that way. Okay, so the scariest thing, eating dessert. Because you gotta back off at some point, you just gotta run. Because your ego is growing almost like exponentially as you're doing this. And it's like, oh, I want it. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, what you trying to do, boy? Woo! It gets pretty fucking hectic. I don't know what the world is about and how the world is going to evolve. It's almost like I came to a party, and it's gonna be the most gruesome World War III scenario ever. And guess what? That's why I fear women. Women apocalypse, everyone. Because they might initiate the whole fucking thing in the first place. There's a lot to explore. And if you're not willing to jump into DTube or whatever platform I will be on in the next, year or so, exploring these things, you have not celebrated Halloween. You have celebrated your head being cut off and presented to the system of overlords who know all these things already. One way or the other, they have to know. Crazy, crazy things. Obviously, they don't know the structure and the simplicity that you can pull off that I'm doing right now. I'm pulling the magic bunny out of the hat, but like, come on. Anyways, dessert. And I have to make this quick. Because creepers love explosions, right? But how would Creeper kill himself and kill a vampire at the same time? What the fuck is up with that? I don't even understand, actually. Vampires don't exist in Minecraft. We all know why. These creepers have destroyed all of them. But let's take Twilight scenario. And let's take Bella. And Bella chose to deal with a vampire, obviously. And what happens? I honestly don't know what happens. She gets superpowers? She turns into a vampire? I guess. She gets a donor. A personality transplant. Now, because we established there's blood, there's brain, there is smell, there has to be something for creepers that explains everything, puts everything together, and I'm fun. I'm fine. Or fun. Isn't there a word for it? I'm fun. I'm satisfied. I don't like this word anymore. Anyways. I can't say I'm good, I'm cool. I can't say all of these things. And even happy. I can't see that. Anyways. Okay. Whew, okay, creeper. Oh man. What do creepers want? Can we just bump into it? Let's try that. Vampires want blood. Because they suck. Right. Zombies want brain. Because they bite. What? Because they scream? Because they feel? What? Because they're greedy. They're greedy bastards. Okay. Them greedy. But zombies greedy. I don't like moving from this. This doesn't feel right. Needy. I'm a needy bitch. Signed by Ariana Grande. Please, Ariana, give me something. Tell me something I need to know. And take my breath and don't let it go. Okay. That's pretty greedy. Zombie greedy. Needy. Is needy a good word? I don't know. Werewolf. Werewolf. Would be greedier, but more like he sits there and just smells people. Fucking weirdo. Imagine a werewolf like looking around all the places and where's a person that I can smell? Jesus Christ. What a douchebag. Where's a person I can get close to and take a good sniff at those Boys. What would that mean? Werewolves do what? Maybe I took a wrong approach again. This feels wrong. But okay, let's imagine vampire sucking, zombie biting. What does it mean to bite? For zombie to bite. What would you be like? Wow. Jumping and biting. It's almost like there's multiple ways to find out what the truth is. But most importantly, there's like an action. So if you take a vampire's like, you breathe in air. If you're a zombie, you bite, right? Oh. No, it's not breathing in air. Because vampires would conflict with werewolves, right? It's breathing air through your mouth. Okay, so... And werewolves is breathing air through your nose. So if it's a bite with your mouth, could you bite with your nose? Could you though? I hate this, but metaphors sometimes help. Could you bite with your nose? And that is where I end this with. I don't know what the connection is with the kidneys. Like, why would you need kidneys ever in the first place? Why would you be Selena Gomez? Stop it. Stop being that. No, don't look at her. Don't look at her. She doesn't love herself. She's lying to you. Selena Gomez is a fucking liar. And, God damn it. What is it? Let me pause this video for a bit. By the way, I'm pretty confident I can solve this mystery. I just understand that I need this moment of silence. I need to come with a perfect conclusion. But it's so interesting. So interesting the way that I made this video so far. Because not only it's super raw,